This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the agents of Edgewatch.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, they got the cheat code. That's right. They know everything they need to know about the catacombs. So, do they jump right into the catacombs and go full force? Of course not. What am I talking about? These are the Agents of Edgewatch. They never do anything full force. So in the beginning of this episode, we have a little bit of bookkeeping, and we do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of management. And again, a lot of people have always asked me to keep this stuff in, so I keep it in. It's not that long, but I personally find it interesting to see how other people manage their parties and their inventory and all that stuff. And actually, a lot of people have asked me that. And it has evolved over the years. When I first started out, everyone used to write, all their inventory on their pieces of paper and their sheets. And the problem is when you're playing Adventure Paths, when you're playing games that go from level 1 to level 20, I promise you, no one gets this right. Everyone forgets what they have. Everyone forgets what inventory they have, what potions, what magic scrolls and wands and everything. And I remember lots of times where we get into arguments where they're level 10. They're like, oh yeah, I found that thing like 2 years ago. And no one remembers. So that's when I started to keep everything in Excel. And there's 2 ways I handle it. I either do it myself, but people are like, oh, I never let the GM handle it. No, I keep track of everything because I know where all the loot is. So trust me, what I have, I share with everyone. It's not that I'm in charge of the loot, it's that I'm in charge of the loot, and then when they find the loot, I tell them what they found, and then they tell me who keeps it, and then I just put the name next to it. And then when it gets used, I cross it off. The other way I do it is that we have what's called a loot master, where we have one person in the party who's in charge of the loot. And if someone really enjoys it, that always works out really well, because then they take care of it, and I just share my information with them, and they take care of the loot. So those are the 2 ways we did it. In the past, we would do it through Excel, and I would print out the Excel spreadsheet and bring it with me. But now we have moved on to Google Docs, and especially because we're all online, having Google Docs is great because you have access to the inventory whenever you want. Plus, the nice thing about Google Docs is that it keeps a full history of every single edit ever in history. So you will always know who did what. If someone added something or deleted something, you can't hide from Google Docs, so it's impossible to cheat. So Google Docs is the way to go. I actually have 2 Google Docs. I have one Google Docs, which is my own copy that keeps a master list of all the inventory, as well as all the XP and all the monsters they kill. Although we kind of use milestone XP, which means they just sort of level up when necessary. I still like to keep the XP just so that it keeps track of where they were and what dates they killed certain things. It just helps me organize things, especially when I'm doing the podcast. But then there's a public Google Sheet, and this is new. I only started to do this a few months ago because it was starting to get a little out of hand, so I just list all the potions, all the consumables in one big spreadsheet, and anyone can edit it. I don't lock it or anything. It's just like, okay, here's what everyone has, and here's the number of what everyone has. And everyone can see it at any point in time, and they can just go in there and, they even add to it all the time. On Edgewatch, they usually just read from it, but on the Circus podcast, they add and edit to it all the time. I'm not the only one working on that sheet, so it makes it really easy. And this has worked out great. No one argues. There's no arguments over how many potions I have, and they can see it. And every so often, they will say, hey, I thought I had 3, but I'm like, look, it's right here, and you can look at the history. You've had 3 since January 1st. That's when you got it, and you bought it there. And they're like, oh, okay. And there you go. And it sounds like a minor thing, but let me tell you, when it's life and death on the line, and someone is about to die, and you need that healing potion, and you go and tell the PC, hey, you don't have any, let me tell you, the fights can get pretty fierce. I've had those fights. I've had those battles. I've had people screaming and yelling at each other because they feel like they had certain things in the inventory sheet that they don't. Now, of course, 9 times out of 10, as the GM, you can say, fine, you have it. But I'll tell you what, after the 4th or 5th time that happens, you get kind of tired of that as the GM. And you feel like, there's got to be a little bit more organization here. It can't be all, okay, I guess you had that. And it gets kind of annoying. And that is why we do everything in public so everyone can see what everyone has. I am curious to know how you do it in your game, if I'm the only one who uses Google Sheets or uses Excel to keep track of it, or you just let all the players do their own management. I tell you, whenever I've done that in the past, it might work for like a one-shot or a single adventure. I think that's fine. I think you can have the PCs manage their own inventory, but for an adventure path, forget it. When you go from level 1 to 20, and they're looking at using stuff that they haven't used in literally a year or two, that you really need to have it organized in one place. So anyhow, we talk about that a little. You get a little bit behind the scenes in the beginning. I kept it in. If you really don't like it, you can skip. It's only about maybe 20 minutes or so. But there's also some explanation as to how the runic system works, why they're taking certain runes, why they're not taking certain runes. I actually thought it was pretty funny, and to be honest, they actually make a lot of jokes, so actually it was very funny. So we kept that all in, and then they get right to the adventure, and oof, this is interesting week. I'll put it to you like that. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. Show notes, once again, we're talking about the Battles of Bestiary Kickstarter, which is starting on August 31st and coming up soon. And we are going to have 3 books. Everyone knows this by now. Battles of Bestiary, Dragon Ancestry book, and the Adventure Path. Now, I finally finished the Adventure Path. I'll talk a little bit about that because I thought maybe people would be interested, because I am working with Patrick Rennie, Ron Lundeen, and Linda Zayas Palmer. 3 people who are experts at writing adventures, and 2 of them who run the Adventure Path for Paizo, which is putting me in a really weird position because I'm running and designing this Adventure Path, and the people working for me are the people who design and write Adventure Paths. And it's just a little weird, I'll be honest. But I wrote out the outline. I finished the outline for the adventure. That was the first thing they said. They're like, okay, Steve, you got to write out the outline, and that will become the Bible, and then this is going to be what we get. And everything in there is what we're going to use when we write our adventure. And I said, okay, I'm going to write this out. And they're like, oh yeah, try to be as detailed as possible. And I took that a little bit to heart, because I now have 67 pages for a 3-book adventure path. So yeah, that was a little bit more than they're used to say the least. But I had to write out all the lore, because this does not take place in Golarion. It takes place on a new world with new gods, new religion system, new land masses, new ancestries, the whole kit and caboodle. But one thing I'm going to tell you is that the feel for these adventures is that we're going for a really fun feel. Like a really fun feel. We were talking about it. It's very much like the Goonies or Raiders of the Lost Ark or Indiana Jones. Like, just fun. Like, it's not going to be dead serious. I feel like Starfinder, which maybe started out serious, actually has become and completely embraced Guardians of the Galaxy. It has gone full goofy. And it really is great because of that. It's not hard science fiction. It's like super goofy science fiction, and I love Starfinder for that. Pathfinder can get a little goofy and a little silly at times, but it is mostly a pretty serious game. And I love it for that, but I said, you know what, this adventure path is going to be the Pathfinder version of Starfinder, or the Starfinder version of Pathfinder. You know what I mean. Basically, we're going to make it a fun, really cool adventure. As I told them, I want it to be Pixar meets Indiana Jones. And that is what we're going to have. A really fun pirate adventure. I think you're really going to enjoy it. We're going to have the artwork come out in a little while. But I do have the titles of the 3 adventures. There's only 3 adventures. But as I have found out, and Paizo was finding out actually quite a bit, is that 3-book adventure paths are way easier to manage, run, and connect. The biggest issue with the 6-book adventure path is it's really, really hard to have one story continue through 6 books. But 3 books, it's very easy to build it. And, very much like movies. You think about it, movies are usually in trilogies and books are in trilogies. And, well, I can go into this forever. Anyhow, they have agreed that, 3-book adventure paths might be the future. It's a lot easier to finish. It's a lot smaller of a commitment. And quite frankly, it's a lot easier to write and manage. Especially now we are a team of 4. And I can imagine a team of 4 is a heck of a lot easier to manage than a team of 7. So the book's titles for the Jewel of the Indigo Isles are Book 1, Search for the Pirate's Pendant, and that will take you from level 1 to level 4. Then Voyage to Runaway Reef, and that will take you from level 4 to level 7. And then Battle at Barnacle Bay, and that will take you from level 7 to level 10. So there you go. Very old school, a lot of alliteration. I love alliteration. And we're even going to have the font kind of look like a 50s font, Raiders of the Lost Ark type. And I think you're going to love it. It's really, really got a great story. Everything connects. There's all these ties between all the adventures. Everything in book 1 is going to happen within book 2 and book 3, and they're all connecting, and characters in book 1 are going to show up and later in book 2 and 3, and you're going to find out backstories. It's great. It's really good. I went through a lot of effort to make sure that you had connective tissue between all 3 books so that you felt like you were just playing one big, massive adventure. And it just came out fantastic. I can't wait till they start writing it. And best of all, here's the thing that I really am proud of, is that everyone on this team has seen every adventure. Literally, every adventure ever written, they have either played or seen or read. And I said, you know what, we're going to put stuff in this adventure that no one has ever done, ever. Never seen, never done, doesn't exist. Look as many adventures as you can, you'll never find it. And actually, I gave a lot of those to Linda. And I said to Linda, Linda, I'm real sorry. I gave you stuff that just doesn't exist, that never has been done, and you're going to have to figure it out. And boy, she is so excited. She told me, this is fantastic. I love the challenge of actually writing something that no one has ever done before, ever seen, and I finally get to invent something new. And not just one thing, but multiple things. Again, I can't talk about it because I'll give away the adventure, but the whole goal is to make an adventure that will be super duper memorable. And then, of course, everyone's asking me, when am I going to run it? And I'm thinking about that. Wow, this has got to be like a dream come true. I can't imagine. Maybe the first time ever in history. I mean, yeah, if you're running your own homebrew stuff, but someone who actually designed an adventure path that's having an adventure path written, I can have the opportunity to run my own adventure path on Roll for Combat in my own world with my own religion, and no one can argue with me because it's mine. I literally wrote the rules. So if people have problems with it, too bad. It's mine. I know the rules. In fact, this happened the other day when they were arguing with me about the monster parts system, and they were saying that's not the way it works. And I said, yeah, it is. I wrote them. I know exactly how it works. It's my freaking rules. Don't argue with me. Of course, I told that to the Paizo people, and they said, yeah, get used to it. Get used to have everyone telling you, the person who wrote the rules, that you're wrong. So that's going to happen to you a lot. I was like, great. Can't wait. Anyhow, make sure you check it out. Just go to Kickstarter.rollforcombat.com, August 31st. I promise you, every single piece of this puzzle we are making sure is of the beyond highest quality, the best of the best. I'm putting every single AAA person I can think of on this project. And if there's one thing I ever do, and it's writing these books and putting them out, I will be happy, because I've done a lot of things in my life, but this is a dream come true. Not just working on these, but actually working with these people and having you, the Roll for Combat community, supporting it and being so enthusiastic. It's really great. It's what gets me up in the morning, and every day I'm very excited to work on this stuff. So make sure you check it out. I am making sure that every single thing you get, you will enjoy and get tons of hours of enjoyment from. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last when we left off, you entered the catacombs, where you encountered a large variety of monsters and mysteries, where you found and defeated 2 black puddings, one of which had a stone lever, which it appears like it might fit inside a brass box. next to the broad portcullis, off into the east. You also found the tomb of the heroic knight Furfrith and his steed Porlia, the headless horseman spirit wandering the hallways. There's a large statue in front of the tomb, and the statue appears to be missing a large chain around his neck. You also found a burial chamber in the lower level of the catacombs, and in the chamber, you found a skin-saw turncoat named Danis Dancarius Tumblaro, who was eager to leave the cult. So you escorted him out of the catacombs and returned back to headquarters. In addition, Danicus asked you to rescue his friend Gubbs, who knows the traps and how to avoid them in the sanctum. He also believes that Gubbs might be imprisoned in something called the Screaming Cell, and that Skinner's second-in-command, Violetta, has been experimenting with some kind of monster in that room. Something much, much worse than her infamous skin stitchers. So you are back at the headquarters where you have turned in Danicus, where he will turn state's evidence to go free. And he's going to have a debriefing with Sergeant Olo. And you are all beat up, tired, exhausted. And it's time to rest and get some grub from the Mimic, I presume. Yum, 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 yum.
I don't need that food.
Chris Beamer is playing Lo Mang, an orc tiefling monk of the Crane style.
Ew.
John Statz is playing Cadet Dougie McDougal, a human ruffian rogue.
It's all they have now. The Mimic, Sharky, has been promoted to head chef.
That's awesome.
Seth Lipton is playing Gomez, a goblin elementalist sorcerer.
Because Sharky has the ability to cook faster than anyone else. Yeah, Sharky accidentally might grab the wrong ingredient and throw it in there, but it adds a little flavor to the meal. You know, sometimes he goes a little too fast, but hey, Sharky is just Speedy Gonzalez when it comes to whipping up meals for a complete garrison of troops and guards. So
that is goblin culinary technique you're looking at.
Yeah.
Just grab whatever's nearby and throw it in a pot.
Fast.
There you go.
Pathfinder Russell.
Goblins invented fast food, you know.
So does the sergeant have anything about Dennis? Did he debrief him, get any information out of him? Or is that just we turn him loose and he stands tall before the man?
Sergeant Olo says he was like, all right, well, why don't you guys get some rest, and I'll write up a report for you early in the morning, so when you're ready to go out, we'll give you all the information that we gather, and then we'll go from there.
That sounds good.
So you have a night to rest and relax, or you can just get up and say, bing, it's the next morning. It's up to you.
Well, we do have that rune that we want, that wounding rune.
Yes, you do have a little bit of money, and you do have a little bit of loot. The loot you specifically have is, let's see, you have the wounding weapon rune, which you can put on something. You have a silver chain shirt, which is magical. You found a string of beads, which I believe you did identify as a fireball type 1 necklace, so that's completely fresh. And you also just found various Aridin relics, and those are just worth 25. So you just get, money for those. And of course you found the stone lever, which you think is a lever. So altogether, I gave you your totals. Everyone has like 200 plus gold except Gomez, who has 45, because Gomez is addicted to feather tokens. Gomez wishes he was a bird, and he can fly away.
It's less than that, because the first thing I do is refresh all my scrolls.
Okay. Problem with that is I don't know how many scrolls you need.
And it gets worse because I clicked Night's Rest and Hero Lab refreshed all my scrolls. So I don't even remember what the fuck I used.
Okay, well, I know you used Pest Form.
That's true.
That's the only one I have here, because you still have your Charm.
That might have been it.
You still have your Push, your Long Strider, your Snowball, your Spider Sting.
Because we got away without him using a lot of the healing scrolls.
The only one you used was pest form.
No, you summoned some critters to go through the bars.
That was a spell.
That was
okay.
that was a spell. You still have 5 scrolls of heal first level. You still have 5 scrolls of heal second level. You still have 1 low mang scroll.
Thank you. That's for me only.
The other thing you did use the chest feather
That's
token.
true. I did.
And that's why the items were stuck inside the chest. And that's why you had to wait until you came back before you can get them out. So the only consumables that you used is the chest feather token and the pest form scrolls. But I can figure that out. And you guys can go to the edible page. There's a page now where I have everything listed because the consumables are getting rather large. So if you look at that page, you can see them whenever you want. It's all for you. If you go to player chat right there, the Google Doc, you click on that and you can see what everyone has. And also the necklace of fireballs, 166 fireball was used by Basil for the original one that he bought.
Yep.
But otherwise, yeah, everything's in here. So let me know if there's...
Well, can we try to ID the magic chain shirt?
Jason McDonald is playing Basil Blackfeather, a Tengu empiricist investigator.
Yeah, sure. Let's do the ID of the chain shirt. Let's see. I will roll that for you. Unless it's really bad. I do my new cool thing. I don't tell you what it is. I will send you the link. And you, good sir, can tell everyone what it is. In-game. And give them as little or as much information as you want.
All right, then.
There you go. That is what it is. You tell me. Or you do what you want to do. And while we're thinking and waiting, who wants the wounding rune on what?
Basil, were you putting that on the bow? Did we determine if that could fit on the bow?
I didn't think we'd decided yet.
It can go on a bow.
It can go on a bow. It can go on anything.
Any weapon except for, but can it go on my hand wraps?
Yes.
It can?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I've got that Mongosh or Mongosh or whatever it is without a rune.
Does it stack with...
Well, remember, a property rune is separate from potency or a striking rune.
Correct. So basically you're allowed to have
Wow.
a +1 striking rune on your weapon, and then you could have 1 extra. So like you already have shifting, so you can't put another
Yeah,
one.
I have shifting.
Later,
on one.
when you get to a +2, then you can put 2. It goes like 1 rune, then 2 runes, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6.
What does wounding do again?
It's
Bleed
really
damage.
good.
It's
really
1d6 of bleed damage, 1d12 on a crit.
Yeah.
1d12 of bleed damage on a crit?
good. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
I feel like maybe Lomang, because Flurry of Blows, he does more
Yeah, if you
hits.
can use it on your wraps, and go for it, dude.
Yeah, I like that. I like the sound of that.
That's a good thing. I mean, probably the next most used is my
You punched him to a
Gosh.
bloody pulp.
The chain shirt is a +1 silver chain shirt, and it also gives you can see in moonlight as though you had low light vision.
Ooh,
So
that's not for me, though.
yeah, so you probably either me or Dougie. I don't
Oh,
I mean,
go for it
Gomez,
then.
can you? Yeah, I don't know if you
I've
can
got
use-
+1 chain
I
already.
got
so-
dark vision. I don't care.
All right, then I guess I'll take that because that's at least the +1 is an upgrade for me.
Nice.
Oh, another piece of treasure goes to Basil. Basil is making out like a bingo.
Hey, I
Oh.
gave up that. I thought the wounding should go to Lomang. I could have taken
appreciate
that,
that.
too. But with the flurry, you just do more hits. So
I
there's
have more
chances to apply
potential
it.
chance. And does it stack? Probably not, right?
Nothing stacks.
So, like, if I hit 3 times, it wouldn't do 3.
But you can keep reapplying it if it somehow
Nothing
somehow
stacks.
stops bleeding. You can reapply it.
Yep.
How long does the bleed last for?
Until they get rid of it.
Oh.
Same rules as the players, I assume.
And,
Yeah,
and when
it is.
does that bleed happen? At the beginning of their turn or the beginning?
At the end of their turn.
At the end of their turn.
Yeah, all persistent effects happen at the end of your turn.
That's cool. I like it.
The only
Okay.
problem is if the creature doesn't have blood, but that's an
Right. I
entirely
mean, there's a lot of
different
things that I can't crit. There's a lot of things that are immune to that, I'm sure. Like constructs and...
But that's gonna be the case
Undead.
with any property rune. I mean, you could
Yeah.
you could get flaming, and there's gonna be things that are immune to fire. So you might as well,
Yeah, I'll
take
use
the,
it for
take
now.
the good
Yeah.
for what it is,
I like it. Let's do it. Because just so I can punch them and run away more, like I like to do.
and they can just bleed out while
They
they're
can bleed
chasing
out.
you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a dot.
Okay. Does that mean that you, Mr. Lomang, are going to fork over the 34 gold pieces? Sorry, 36 gold pieces to have it apply
Yes,
to you?
I am
Oh,
going to do that. Yep.
big spender.
Oh, that's right. It's a rune on a stone. It's not. Yeah, so you have to actually have it transferred or whatever.
Do so.
Boom, done. We won't even
Let me-
roll
let
for
me-
that.
Let me adjust my.
Kaboom!
Magic
And then
item.
chain shirt. You got the moonlit chain shirt.
Yeah, I mean, I already have low light vision, so the low light vision piece doesn't really help me at all. But the +1, this saves me 130 gold or whatever.
That is what we call in the game a side grade.
And I don't know if it being silver might have certain property advantages against undead and stuff.
You never know. You never know.
Okay, so actually, Basil is gonna, because he's so fancy, is gonna need to have more loot. I think because
I think that's really true.
But I like what I'm hearing.
I don't
Continue.
I don't think this works for me because
Really?
I'm trying to put it in Hero Lab and it says piercing or slashing damage required.
Oh, that would be me then.
Oh, because it's wounding. That's right.
Yeah.
Wounding only works with piercing or slashing because
Yeah.
you can't. You basically puncture them and make a wound, and your fists are too delicate. You just slap them. You're like slappity slap slap slap.
I mean, I could
I
put
give
it
you
on my
in-
crossbow.
I give you internal
No,
damage.
you're not putting it on a crossbow.
You're not putting it on a crossbow
I could put
that
it on
you
a crossbow.
never use.
I use it all the time.
No, you
Wounding
don't.
sword cane.
Well, I
though.
hold it. I don't
Wounding
fire
sword
it
cane.
off it.
That's style. That's style.
Oh my God, Basil!
Yeah.
Guess what?
I guess I'm getting the rune
Today's
too.
your
You should totally get the
lucky
rune.
Basil's very
All
fancy.
right, I mean,
Da, 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 da. And Basil, guess what? They also found in the chest a brand new car. Hey!
woohoo! I bid $19,341 on the showcase.
And the showcase is. Oh, you were over by $1.
Sad trombones.
Wow. Yeah, let
So
me
I
give
guess-
you the wounding rune instead.
So sword cane or bow?
That's your decision.
Oh my god.
Talk it
Wounding
out.
sword cane?
Talk it out amongst yourselves.
In the long haul, I'll probably use the sword cane more. On the other hand, there'd be something to be said for sitting back and putting bleeding on multiple targets. with
That's
the bow.
true. That's true.
I mean, there's some other good things I can put on rune. I'm looking at these other runes, and I'm gonna have to get some money. I'm gonna spend some money on these next.
I think for the moment, I'm going to put it on the sword cane.
Are you going to thank Chris for spending that gold to put it on the sword?
I will spend my own gold to put it on the sword cane.
Yep.
I'm not unreasonable.
The great humongous. He's a reasonable folk.
I'm sorry. I'm legitimately sorry it didn't work out for you.
That's
Chris.
all right.
I
No,
thought
what
it would be
can
a
you
good
do?
one for you.
I know. I've limited my role to bludgeoning.
The great Basil.
Although there are other stances that do like slashing and piercing. I don't have them, but they exist.
Nope. You have the internal technique where you like do damage inside them. They can't even see it. They're
Can you
black and
shift
blue.
to those
inside.
stances?
I cannot. I don't. I only
Later.
know green stance right now.
Mm.
Yeah, but
and
later
actually, no,
you
I know
can.
the other weird stance. That doesn't do that either.
That's
though.
kind of grim that you can't change your damage type. That's kind of
yeah.
limiting.
It's a problem. I have a dagger and I have crossbow.
Okay. So you're +1 striking, exquisite wounding sword cane. Do you have enough on there yet, Basil?
I think we need to get it to +2 so I can add a separate, make it like flaming or something as well.
Well, these names are getting insane. I mean, I can only imagine when you're like +3 striking, exquisite, flaming, wounded,
Astral lightning sword.
mithril. Yeah, it's like, how much can you put on it? Okay.
of
What does slowed one mean?
Slowed means they only get 2 actions when they go.
Because I'm thinking I could get a frost rune, and I could call myself Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero. You could.
I might have to
But
do
then
that.
you can never use the old "get over here."
I know, Scorpion. Yeah, they got some good. There's some. You know what? I need to save my money because there's some really good ones. They have shocking. They have all the elements, of course. They have ghost touch.
Axiomatic. That's the
They
one.
got
that you want.
axiomatic, which
Yeah,
is,
that's super expensive.
they got
That's the best
conducting.
one.
Conducting is interesting. I mean, I don't know what that is. I guess that's for like conducting spells or something through it. I don't know.
I think you can cast a spell into it.
I think as an officer of law, you ought to get axiomatic at some point as part of your standard kit.
Yeah, I like it. It's 1400, but axiomatic.
Anyone else? Does anyone else? I mean, you can still purchase more after. I'm just saying.
How much
while
gold
we're
do I have?
talking.
Only like 200 something, right?
Basil has 179. Low man, you have 221.
I have like 40 something.
I didn't actually do the calculations, but I will. Hold on.
Like whatever it is, I got to subtract 10 for the new chest token and like 9 or whatever it is for the scroll.
Yeah. So, pest form.
Then whatever pocket change is less. That's what I have.
Pest, I think is 6. And how much is chest token?
It said 10.
Oh, so it's only 6. Yeah. So you have something like. You have 45. So
I just want to get that sorted and out of the way. We get to more.
yeah, you
move
got
on to
something
the
like
important
29 gold left.
stuff. Okay.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Good. You go to sleep. You have beautiful dreams of creatures trying to hunt you down with flaming swords. You have dreams of you falling into infinite darkness. You have dreams of you getting pulled into a roper's mouth. And you have dreams that you are getting skinned alive by the skin saw cult. And then you wake up and you realize, hey, it was all a dream. Okay, bright and early, time to go earn your money. What you doing?
Actually, I would like to buy it. Or no, never mind.
I'm gonna go see Sergeant Olo, get the report.
Yes.
Not everyone's spoken but once. Okay. You head on over for your morning debriefing. And Sergeant Olo's there. And he's like, oh, wow. That Danicus. That really, really went well. He was willing to tell us a ton of information. He really, really seems to hate this cult. So, here, I got a whole bunch of things for you. And he pulls out like a little box, like an actual box. And you're like, what? And inside, he's handing out bags to each of you. And then he also is handing out some maps. He goes, all right, here, I got some maps that we were able to put together for you after talking to him and figuring it out. So here's the maps that you can use when you're continuing to eradicate the cult and find the missing officers. And sure enough, when you see the maps are very similar to the ones that he drew for you. Only this time it actually has the names of all the rooms.
Oh, it's got them. Okay.
In there, so you can actually know when you are in. Well, let's see. What are some of the names of some of these beautiful rooms? Johnny, tell them what they won.
But I see the meat locker, the sewing room, the poison with a question mark, the pool of blood, and the vault also with a question mark.
That's
Those are on the
that's
lower
the
level.
lower level. That's the lower level. The upper level looks like torture chamber, bloodletting hall, armory, screaming cell, processing
Hangout.
center,
Hangout. I like
the
that.
hangout. So, yeah, you guys got your work cut out for you. But I also put together this very detailed report, and he hangs this over to Mr. Basil. Why don't you look that over and you can share that. Actually, I'll put that in notes. Everyone can see the report.
Well, this is a lot of windfall from just this guy having an itchy mask.
Yeah, that's good.
I mean, it's like, boy, they picked the wrong guy to give him an itchy mask to, that's for sure.
I think it's solid police work.
Solid police work.
Should I read through this really
we
quick,
find
or-
somebody who is willing to spill his guts.
Solid
and
detective work.
you take all the credit.
That's right.
Sure, Jay, you can read it.
Good CI makes a good cop.
All right, I'm going to run through this pretty quick. Let's see, the Skin Saw Cult report. We learn more about the leader of this cult, the Skinner person. She was once a beloved butcher in the Docks District by the name of Rent Desaperon, but her husband and son died in the fiendish siege 3 years ago, and she was bereft with grief. A tax collector was found dead in her shop soon after, and horribly butchered, and she was never heard from since. Violetta is the second in command and seems to be the one making the fiend flesh creatures. The cult seems to have been kidnapping people off the streets for years. These kidnapped people were kept for a few days and then drained of blood and turned into fiend flesh monsters by Violetta. potentially hundreds of people have been killed by this cult over the years. As we were told, the pool of blood in lower level was filled only with the blood of sacrifices, and the pool appears to be massive in size. Dozens of people have been kidnapped by this cult, and Danicus believes there can easily be a dozen or more prisoners waiting to be transformed. The seamstress is named Mobana, a female halfling tiefling, and she creates the magical masks and cult outfits. She's on the lower level. Danicus believes she hates him. Skinner is on the lower level and is always guarded by flayed humanoids with exposed muscles and blood vessels. Danicus has no idea what these creatures are, but they terrified him. 2 skin stitches guard the front door to the sanctum, and there's an alarm on that door as well. Danicus wasn't sure how it worked. The 2 elite cystodamons and flesh golem guard the rocky outdoor ledge as is exposed to the outside world. There are around 15 or so cultists in the sanctum. Most stay together in groups. Danicus also heard rumors about the cult gathering gold, but he didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, so it sounds like you got a pretty nasty cult down there. It looks like they've been working in secret for years, and I'm sure once this is all put to rest, we're going to have dozens and dozens of missing persons cases finally solved. In addition, we also were able to whip something up for you. Take a look inside those sacks I just handed you. Inside, we put together some skin saw masks and outfits for you. Now, these are definitely not nearly the same quality as the original, and the masks are not magical, nor are they made from human flesh. So they're not going to hold up scrutiny. If someone looks at you, maybe you can get in and get out real quick. But if you want to use them, they might be able to help you if you need to run through quickly. So use them as you may see fit.
Dougie's going to check to see if these masks are itchy.
No.
That's great.
These masks they're fake leather. You know, we don't have any
Leather.
quite
Are they
like
vegan?
So, in fact, and he holds out
Leather.
the real skin saw mask. He goes, we have the real one here, but I don't think anyone wants it. And he's sort of holding it like between 2 fingers.
Ugh.
He's like, this thing is made out of humanoid flesh.
Almost would wear it, though.
So there you go. You can see it. And it looks
gross.
like it's a mask. It's definitely stitched together from the flesh of various humanoids. It has a mouth that's sort of frowning, and then there's like a jewel eye in the left side.
This is the fake one or the real one?
No, that's the real one.
That's the real one.
It's like, if someone wants it, they can try it on. I don't know if it's itchy or not.
Well, Lomang or...
I'd wear that.
Yeah, Lomang would probably do that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Here you go. He chucks it to you.
Although we
Right.
should give it
Just
to the
as long as
person
it
with
doesn't
charisma.
turn you evil or something.
Yeah,
Well, why don't you try it on? Just to
yeah.
make
Let's
sure.
watch him.
Well, maybe detect magic first on it.
Oh, it's magical.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. Can we identify it?
yeah. Is that
Let's try to identify the magic then.
I mean,
Oh.
I saw that episode of Twilight Zone, so I don't know if you did, whether you put on the mask. and your face stays
What's
that
Twilight Zone?
way. your face stays that way.
Is that a bar or something nearby?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
It's in Bree.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Shire.
Basil has no idea. It looks like a patchwork of humanoid flesh makes up this grotesque mass stitched together with black silk and a little bit of wire. It has a bulbous orange eye crafted from a magical glass bubble and a wide row of teeth. It's made to look like you're scaring people, and it's scary when you wear it. Urgh.
You know what? I'll put it on. Fuck it. Fortune favors the bold.
You put it on. Wah, wah, wah.
And he's a demon now.
And roll for combat.
No, you suddenly feel drained. Not drained 1, but drained 2. So you are now 5th level. How do you feel?
Not really. That just drained me.
Yeah.
I take it off.
You take it off. Suddenly you feel much better. You feel like you're 7th level. You're
Oh,
like,
God.
oh,
That was
that
fun.
was,
That
Bud,
was
you
scary.
lost those hit points. So You're now down whatever you are.
Like
how
a
many,
lot.
however many
Like a
hit
lot.
points you get per level,
A lot.
you lost that. So you need some healing.
You and me. Wow, that's messed
Well,
up.
but does those heals back, or does he have to
Nope.
do a long rest?
No, he just has to. It seems to normally drained. You need a long rest to get it back, but as soon as you took off the mask, the drained went away.
I'll do a quick battle medicine to fix
That's
him up.
crazy. That's so weird. Like, it's cursed. Like, why would they give them to their own people to keep them bound?
Well, maybe it's cursed. Maybe it's cursed against good people or something.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, that
alignment
could be.
based, I
Yeah.
bet.
It's axiomatic.
Yeah, so probably don't want to use the real mask. there.
Yeah, no.
And
I
oh,
mean-
by the way, it was really itchy, Lil Mang. Like super itchy.
and stinky.
Danicus was absolutely right about the itchiness too.
Did the eye do anything weird? The googly eye?
Yes, you couldn't tell, but it was sort of allowing you to sort of sense people's emotional states.
God, that's really bizarre. We need to research that thing. It's a cursed item, so I mean, Gomez, can you figure that out?
I could read its aura, but I don't want to. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's so gross that even a goblin won't touch it. So there you go.
Yeah, no.
Well, since they named these creatures, we should maybe do knowledge checks on them, like an elite flesh golem. We kind of know the stints.
That's smart. That's big brain talking. That's yeah.
Figure out what these demons are.
Yeah,
what
like
the hell?
because recall knowledge. We recall knowledge.
Yeah, recall
about
knowledge.
about
Flesh
any
dot-
of those
and the
creatures
custodian demons.
from whatever knowledge we might have on the subject.
Custody Daemons. Who wants to do? Is that what you want to do first?
Yeah, why not? I think they're neutral evil. I think demons are neutral evil, right? Which is very, very evil.
Yes, Daemons are neutral evil. Now this requires religion, and unfortunately Basil does not know much about them, other that they are guardian demons.
Blasphemy.
Sorry, you don't know that much. You don't have a lot of religion. He's
Dougie
got
is
some
trained.
religions.
Dougie is trained. He is plus 11 for his religion.
Dougie is the man.
Oh,
Dougie is
how
like-
about that? A skill check on Dougie.
Dougie didn't want to upstage Basil, but once Basil failed, Dougie's like, I'll step in.
Wow, we've seen everything.
Dougie.
This is questionable knowledge, though, if it's coming from Dougie. So
Dougie knows a little bit. He's heard of these guardian demons. Who knows why? He knows a couple of things. He knows that they are formed from the souls of vile mortals, particularly those who took efforts to hasten their own death, and their willingness shaped them into demonic servants. So they're usually used for guarding vaults or similar locations on the material plane. So they usually are summoned and then told to guard something. So it sounds like they're literally doing what they were told to do, which was guard this front door. They are bound to the plane until they're released, so they're stuck here. A couple things about them. You know that they're immune to death effects, and you know that their weakness is, of course, good, because you know that. Everyone knows that. You know a couple of things. Unfortunately, they can fly, and they can dimension door at will, which means basically teleportation anywhere they want.
wow,
Every round if they wanted to. So
wow.
good luck. And they breathe. They breathe a cone of fire. Don't worry about that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's what you know. Oh, wait. Also, they can give you like terrible wounds that just won't ever like heal and require just huge amounts of massive healing to get rid of. So there you go.
And these monsters, the notes say we will never have to face. Is that what the notes say? I forget.
The notes say they are guarding the front entrance, and there's 2 of them.
Oh, great. Well, that sounds like a job for a goblin.
And then
No problem.
you think about, well, that was the easy one. Now let's do the flesh golem, because everyone knows how easy flesh golems are.
Yeah, it's like a little mini Frankenstein. What could go wrong?
Basil shaking his head. and wondering maybe it's not too late for me to go back to law school, because they're made of grotesque skin and muscle. They're a parody of life, and they have no mind, but they are an absolute tank when it comes to battle. They're immune to everything: bleed, disease, death, electricity, doomed, drain, fatigue, healing, mental, necromancy, non-lethal, paralyzed, poisoned, sick, and unconscious. Oh, and magic. Yeah, that's right. They're immune to magic. Oh, and physical damage
Immune
too.
to magic?
Oh, yeah. Golems
Does
can't
that mean
be
like
affected by
fire?
magic.
Like magical fire? Like a
Well,
fireball?
believe it or not, flesh golems and golems in general have a weird mutation when it comes to magic. They have what's called golem anti-magic. And there's very few exceptions. So flesh golems, for example, if you hit them by cold, they're slowed. If you hit them by electricity, it heals them. But they are harmed by fire.
Oh, we got that at least.
Yeah, Frankenstein is not a fan of fire.
So they're Frankenstein's monster.
They're Frankenstein's monster. Oh, and yeah, there's a chance that they will go insane and then just attack anything until they're destroyed. So you got that too. Yeah, have fun.
Right.
So there's just one of those and 2 daemons guarding the front door. And both of those, let's see, any one of those would probably be hard for you, let alone 3 of them.
I wonder if we could get the golem to go insane and fight the daemons from a
That's
distance.
right.
Yeah, it'd be great. You
Like,
poke
just
them.
shoot a bunch of arrows at the
Just
golem
keep
until it
poking
freaks
'em.
out.
Yeah, and then somehow get them through the door and close the door and just let them run house throughout the entire dungeon for us.
Well, the thing is, they're immune to physical damage.
What about an itchy mask? They can be annoyed. They can be
Oh my
taunted.
god, they're immune to physical damage?
They have resistance. The resistance.
Oh,
to-
okay,
Except
all right.
adamantium. You have adamantium? No?
Uh,
By the way,
It's on
in
the
the power
shopping list.
structure of monsters, and you guys just know this, you have like your general monsters, and then you have some of the stronger monsters. Then you have demons, devils, daemons. That's like the top tier. Then you have the super top tier, and that's golems. And then you have the godlike tier, and that's dragons. So you're facing something one level below a dragon. Golems are
Oh my god.
they are
I
very,
would like to not fight the
very,
golem if possible.
very hard to fight. And
I
the
think-
daemons are no small thing. Now the thing about the golem is they hold on. They only have 1 attack. That's the good news. That's all they have. 1 attack. That's it. Just 1. I mean, all they do is punch you. That's all they do. I mean, they can punch, through the wall, but that's all they can do. So you got that.
They're
going
like
for you.
a parody of low-end or low-end
Yeah, I
parody.
punch too. They
Yeah,
punch
but
hard.
They punch.
They could
real
take a
One
punch.
punch man.
basically.
Wait, you said they're immune to physical damage too?
Oh, they're
Resistant.
resistant.
Oh, resistant. Okay,
Sorry,
good.
not resistant.
sorry,
All
bunny.
right. How much is a ring of fire resistance? How much gold do I have?
Well, I do wonder if we should get a couple like alchemist's fires.
Yeah, it's not a bad
Or
idea.
a torch. Like I love that Igor, taunt him like Igor, and get him to go insane and then run away.
Yeah.
Let him wander the halls, causing trouble.
So I think I want to buy a potion or something. How much is a potion of
Or
fire resistance?
something.
Didn't you say that those demons they used fire, right?
Yeah, the daemons breathe fire.
All right. Where do I buy that? Alchemical? No, infused alchemical items. What is this? Magic items.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. You'd have to find it. I don't know if there's a potion for that or it's just only a spell.
I think potion of resistance is what
Potion
you're
of
looking
resistance lesser.
for. Oh no, you want greater.
It's not cheap.
Oh, lesser is 45. Greater is 850. Oh,
880.
No, 850.
Oh, no,
Greater.
180 for moderate.
Oh, right. Moderate's 180, and that's 10.
You can buy a ring for like under 250.
Or you get a ring. Rings are even better.
Yeah, it's crazy. The ring of fire resistance is only 245, and it's a fire resistance 5,
It is 5.
and it's permanent. I can't afford it.
Oh, it turns out that the wounding rune couldn't have gone on the bow. It has to be a melee weapon.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
That makes sense.
Some runes are any weapon, but some are specifically a melee weapon.
Can we do enough? Can we do enough fire damage? Like, should we buy? Like, what is Alchemist Fire?
Alchemist Fire, I was looking at that. It's 10 gold for one that does 2d8. So it's a little... But the next one up is 250 gold. So...
Oh, what does it do? Like 3d8 or something?
Yeah, for like a 3d8.
That's ridiculous.
So the economics on Alchemist's Fire be better to actually be an alchemist. I mean, I have my staff, so I can cast Produce Flame as a cantrip, but that's just one. I mean, that's
Maybe
one.
someone
ping
needs
per-
to start
that's
taking
one ping per
fireballs.
round.
Damn,
I got the necklace of fireballs too. So
Yeah, we have a couple of those.
These things are not cheap. You're right. It's 10 gold for 2d8.
and a flaming rune for the bow would be. I was thinking flaming rune for the bow, but that's 500.
500. Yeah.
So,
I'm telling you right now, as you start leveling up, the power dynamic will start changing. Not that you can't do damage with the old-fashioned fists, but you're going to have to start doing fire damage or ice or electricity. Like, you need to actually do elemental types, which it's not impossible to get around, but it's definitely harder if you don't do it. So, I'm seeing
Well, that's why I
in
want the Frost Rune, and I will name myself Under Nil, or maybe Under Zed is better
Frost is always good.
instead of Sub-Zero.
I would like to go back and retroactively take the Ifrit ancestry so that I could have fire damage.
Anything else you want to do some research on while you're here and figure out what the plan is?
Chris, how much was that Uber scroll of healing that you had?
I forgot. How much do you know stuff that's on your sheet, right? It was like 50 gold. It was not cheap, if I remember correctly.
I definitely know. It's like it's not. It doesn't display it that
The
way.
thing about the Alchemist Fire is that if you miss, it's like, oh, there's 10 gold. You get like, oh, here's your 2 splash damage. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's silly. That's just.
If I had more gold, I would. I don't.
You'd be higher level though. I mean, it kind of is. I don't understand how that price would ever. I mean, I guess if you find them.
How about the major one? You know what the price on that is?
Yeah, 850.
250.
No, 2,500 gold.
Or are you talking
Oh,
about
major,
the ring?
sorry.
That's 48. It's only 48. So it's like, God, that's so not worth it, it seems. Although, maybe it is. Maybe you have that much gold. It's +3 to attack for some reason.
The reason they have those is because sometimes they're part of magic items. That's why you need to buy them.
But it does do additional damage, though. So you know what? I'm going to buy 3 lesser... I'm going to buy 4 lesser Alchemist Fire.
Hold on.
I mean, I have my staff and I have most of 2 Necklace of Fireballs. So I've got some decent damage against Golem Man.
Yeah, and I have fire. I have fire.
Yeah. And Gomez says fire. So you know what? I think if we could do the shock and awe.
I also have
Zerg.
electricity. I could burn him and then heal him and then burn him again.
Try not to heal him.
Basil, do you think you and I should ought to get some more? Is it infravision? Dark vision. Dark vision scrolls. I mean, we each have 2 hours. I mean, I kind of don't think.
I feel like the complex is going to be, since there's humanoids living there, it's probably going to be
good point.
lit.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe we'll take our chances. And at some point, it's going to become at some point, stealth's going to go out the window, and we're just going to be pounding our way through, and then we can have light sources on anyway.
Oh yeah, you didn't. When you put that mask on, you didn't get an impression that it grants seeing the dark anything, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. No one wants to be 5th level and see in the dark, right?
Yeah. No, well, it's about whether or not the caverns are illuminated. Like if they're all wearing these masks, and the mask gives you magical see in the dark, then maybe they're not.
Well, they wasn't sure because he already has dark vision, so he wouldn't be able to tell.
Ew.
Yeah, we can always just announce our presence. I mean, we can't sneak
Well,
anyway,
ask Laughing Boy. What about our informant? He could just answer that question.
That's true.
It's itchy, but did it let him see in the dark?
Oh, Danicus? Oh, Danicus?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. We let him go. I mean,
Ah!
he gave us all the information we needed, and he gave us his mask. He gave us his outfit. I mean, we had no reason to keep him.
It's no forwarding address, huh?
Shucks.
No, just.
I would imagine, though.
Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Yeah, but you know what? I guarantee that it's lit because there's humanoids in there. He was human. He
Fair
can't
enough.
see. I imagine it's lit.
Fair enough.
Oh, I meant to do this a while ago, but I'd like to get a level 2 version of a scroll of Longstrider and attempt to learn it.
12 gold
Oh, I think
pieces.
I'm stealing a move from Hap from the.
Oh no,
Circus
I have a
show.
level 1. I have a level 1.
Because level 2 is 8 hours, so.
You buy the spell, 12 gold. You sit there, you're like, concentrate, spend 1 hour. I barely did
I
it.
just made it. I rolled a 4 on the die for a 19, so I just cleared it.
It's like, what did you get on the test? C minus. It's passing. Don't judge.
I took the class pass fail.
Yeah.
All right, well, now I know Longstrider, and at least for today, I am going to swap out Longstrider for Comprehend Languages as my second level spell.
Okay.
Though
There you
maybe
go.
we should buy a Comprehend Languages scroll just to have it in reserve,
Good idea.
just in case we run into like some weird.
Is
ancient-
that spoken or is that written?
I believe at level 2, if you get the level 2 version, it's written, and then level 3 lets you have a conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to spring for a level 3 Comprehend Languages and tuck it in the back pocket.
It'll help.
30 gold.
Yeah, that's how we beat the one. That's how we dealt with the spiders. Remember, that were locked in the vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's useful.
So yeah, I'll go buy a level 3 Comprehend Languages and just tuck it in my back pocket.
30 gold. Done. You got it. Next.
That's it from what I know.
Let me just double check my healing, my onboard healing, really quick. Might want to get another potion or something.
What about Chris Beamer? What are you going to get?
I just got 4 of the lesser alchemist fires.
Okay. How much are those?
3 gold each.
Oh, those lessers, they're great. Lessers are great. 3 gold. 3 gold here.
They're cheap.
3 gold
They're
there.
cheap. I like the cheapness. And
Can I get 2 more of the 12 gold healing potions,
No. Okay.
please?
What are those called?
I think those are the lesser healing potions.
do they have the alchemist class? in
Yes.
Pathfinder? They do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one pity is I actually could have taken Alchemist as a focus as an investigator and had some Alchemist abilities. I mean, it's a pity now,
yeah.
but I mean, obviously, overall, I still like where my character is. But
I always thought that they look interesting because they have the transmutes and they have the bombs.
oh, let me also get a lesser elixir of life as well. 'Cause that's 3d6 plus 6 and a bonus to poisons and diseases.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Anyone else?
We go to the dungeon.
Okay. So you have the report. You have the detailed maps. You have the magical skin saw mask that no one's going to wear. You have your faux skin saw masks. They, they don't quite have the evilness that the real one has. And of course, you have your cult outfits that make you look like court jesters because they are really, really goofy looking. You have bought equipment. You have bought potions. You have bought 2 new tokens, new scrolls. Anything else? Otherwise, time to go back to the grind. Back to your favorite place.
Let's
Electric Avenue.
do it.
Electric Avenue. You got it.
Yeah, let's go back to Electric Avenue.
You're back at Electric Avenue. Now, first of all, Gomez, your vital beacon is gone because it only lasts.
Yeah,
24
I don't
hours.
even know about that vital beacon anymore. Oh no, what do you guys think?
I like the vital beacon.
What
a lot.
was it? What was a vital beacon?
It's
That's
just
the one where we would like play tag
Vital
with him to get healing.
beacon, right? And it's. I
No,
guess I
he's
recast
too
the
far
vital
away.
beacon.
He's too far away. It's
Well, what is it? No, I
Yeah,
like what is it? How much
it's
does it
like
heal?
like
And
third
what's-
level, like being able to just enhance things at third level, it costs a third level slot.
It does, but you know what? It frees up your action.
Go for another third level.
I mean, it's hypothetical. Like theoretically, it's healing efficient because it frees me up to do other things because it kind of lets it be somebody else's responsibility. And I think it's more total healing than if I used a fourth level. It's a fourth level slot, like a fourth level slot for a heal.
Like, what's the first rank? What's the first?
Isn't it like 4d10 to start?
Yeah, it's four. It's always 4 dice, and the type of dice changes. So
I like it.
Big dice first and tiny dice at the end.
That I'm super fast. I can come and hit and run, come back. You know, I almost used it the last fight. I was preparing for that. I like it.
I wake up in the morning, I cast it.
Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
and we want you freed up to, like, you know, while I'm needing to heal, you need to be casting fire.
Yeah, that's the
Stuff
idea.
like that, yeah.
Vital beacon on. Basil, do you cast your long?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Longstrider. Yeah,
Nice. What does that do exactly?
plus 10 feet of movement speed.
Oh my god! Don't take away my thing. Don't steal my thunder. I identify as the fast one in the group.
We thought you identified as the coward of the group.
Well, that's why I'm fast.
He's fast in one particular direction.
Yeah.
Away.
Tactical retreat, I prefer. That's what I call it.
Wherever is away is where he goes. Anyhow, well, you're at the beginning of the catacombs. It again is kind of dim light because it's daytime, and some of the light is seeping in from the open area to the northwest, as well as the church to the east. But you know, as you go in deeper, it's going to get darker. So what do you do?
Well, we have two choices. I mean, we can go right after that.
I corrected my positioning in the marching order.
We can go right after it, or we can explore the rest of this top level. Because there's that lever, and there's that portcullis and stuff that's to the north we didn't go to at all.
Yeah,
Like over
I
here?
do want to do that.
Because maybe we might be able to find something up here that'll help us against them. Like we would never know to like put that.
Let's see,
thing
the
on.
spiders are down here,
Yeah.
but we gotta get past that stupid roper.
No, the spiders are over here.
No,
Why do you have to go past the roper?
isn't the roper near the bridge?
Why do you have to go near the bridge?
But now we can loop through the pudding room and through over that ledge or whatever and get to a similar place.
Right.
Well, keep in mind you also have... Alright, so here's the deal. You have the map, and they show you how to go through. You go through that little crack,
Right.
and that'll bring you down into, like, the sewer area. So if you're trying to get to the...
No, we
center-
were talking about the upper level.
Do we want to open the gate, the portcullis thing, and check that out?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Like to the north over here.
yeah, it's either that or the spiders. But
Or-
Why don't we at least do the portcullis and see where that leaves us?
Yeah.
all right, and you know what? We don't need to do our lights on until we get there.
All right, we're gonna party move over to the portcullis.
Yeah, we're not gonna do dark vision until we get further.
We have our amulets on, of course.
Okay, it is pitch black near the portcullis.
Well, we can turn on.
I'll
carry
fire
a
up a
torch.
sun rod or whatever, or cast light, or actually, yeah, cast light.
All right, there you are near portcullis area. What do you do?
So yeah, there are traps over here.
I can't remember, but I will look again. Searching, and I'm moving.
Oh shoot! Did we want to
forward.
get another feather token and recover the rest of the treasure from the other side of the room?
He got the he did get the chest feather token.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
could
can
do
that
it if you
whenever
want.
you want.
You want to do that now? I'd rather do it now.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, we're looking for tools against the enemy.
All right, so the same trick works. I'll just mark off how to do with an elemental, right? I summoned an elemental, gave him the thing, and just told him to scoop it all up.
Yep.
He's hand waving it all. So yeah, you can go into that little room. You can summon the elemental and have it get what is left. And on the other side, it looks like there was this weird iron cube over there. You see some feather tokens.
Nice.
You
This'll
see
be mine.
some vials
No.
and
A feather token inside of a feather token. Is it like...
it'll
will
explode.
will it implode?
Rips the
I don't
hole in
know.
them.
And then there's, of course, lots of Aerodinian items that are worth just cash. So I will hand wave that and say you do the same thing you did last time. And the good news is they're able to go in, take the stuff, and give it back to you. The bad news is it's stuck inside that chest feather token. Unless you want to open it up, it's up to you.
Yeah, in extremis, we can.
In the short term, for encumbrance reasons, probably not. But if
not at all. Yeah. And so stick it in the pocket. We'll forget about it. And then if we're caught in a room and we need to get out, then
we read some journal about how the magic iron box is the way to slay a demon or something, then we know what to do.
It's probably
Until
the way
then,
to
it's
summon a
in my
demon.
pocket, safe and sound. And I will mark off a 2nd level spell for the summon elemental, and I will mark off my token.
We'll summon a Tenabite. All right. So, I mean, I was going to say before you went through all that trouble, maybe the lever could have opened that portcullis, but I guess we'll see what.
There wasn't.
Well, yeah,
any...
we kind of sidestepped, but yeah, I guess we get back to the portcullis now.
I was wondering if it maybe worked on those portcullis, because those were portcullis too, right?
Those were just bars. No,
Oh.
they were magical bars.
Traps. Yeah.
Correct. They were not a portcullis there. Magical bars of death.
And do we figure out if any of that treasure is like what was that metal?
No, because
I have no idea.
it's in the
Okay.
box. It's in the feather token right now.
It's in the box, and until you take it out of the box, what's in the box? You need to spend 10 minutes to examine it in person.
Oh.
So
Can I do that as a thief?
you have to
Well,
take
no, it's in-
everything out of the feather token.
Yeah, we don't have the space we want to just leave it in there for now.
It's up to you. Do whatever you want, but this is how it works, John.
I can
All
carry
the items.
quite a bit.
Everything there is now inside the token. If you open the token, it goes away, and all the items spill on the floor.
Well, we do have the bag of holding though.
Yes, you do.
All right, so why not? Fuck
And
it,
I
why
can
not?
carry very many things.
I can carry more.
Whatever you want. Do you spill it on the floor?
Yeah, let's spill it on the floor.
All right.
Ching.
Really?
Dougie wants to know. He's got to know.
Wait.
There might be answers in there.
Why do we want to?
He wants to know what the items are.
Well, we're specifically looking for a pendant
let's-
to not deal with that flying horseman.
All right.
guy.
Well, you guys sort through
Yeah, but
it
it's
then.
unlikely someone stole that pendant and then put it in an even more secure vault.
Well, we already
Probably one
found
of
out
the
that
cultists said.
the guy told us that someone down in the lower levels had a pendant. That was the pendant that we're looking for.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
so
true.
that pendant's
Oh,
not
yeah,
in there.
I didn't remember that.
I'm keeping the key in my pocket.
All right.
Dougie grabs the feather token. Gomez is too quick and puts it in his pocket. Go, no. You didn't say the magic
I
word.
also slapped the back of his hand, like he's going after the cookies in a cookie drawer. It's like, no, wait.
Bad Dougie.
You eat your main meal first, and then you go to dessert. No, you don't. You gotta wait.
Let's just keep an eye on him when we get back to the base, that he doesn't go to the trade district and alone.
To the north, a broad portcullis blocks the hallway, which ascends by way of shallow stone steps. East, the corridor terminates in a dense pile of stone rubber. The doorway to the south of the wreckage is constructed in the same style as the rest of the level of the catacombs. The northern tunnel, by contrast, is roughly carved from the living rock and winds down steep earthen stairs, presumably to a lower level of the necropolis. Fixed to the wall between this makeshift tunnel and the portcullis is a plain brass box, about 2 feet square and 1 foot deep, in the center of which is a vertical slot.
There
What
we go.
do you do?
Well, first things first. To the east, where the rubble is, there's a passage there. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Does this go down or up?
Yep. Goes down. Down.
That's
down,
very suspicious.
Down.
I say we deal with the portcullis first.
All
I have
right.
a feeling that may go. That doesn't look like it was part of the original structure.
Analysis paralysis. Too much to do.
Yeah. There's two different things.
Too many things. Too
There's
many
so
ways
much
to
to
go.
do here.
All right, let's look at the box and see if we can figure out a way to use the bar as a lever.
Yeah, it seems
It
like it fits in
looks like that you could fit it in. It looks like it's a perfect fit.
All right, we'll
Alright.
try that.
Who's doing it? You're nowhere near it. Are you doing it?
I'll go ahead
Basil?
and do it. Yeah.
there. I'll back off.
Basil takes out the stone rod, puts it in about a foot, and then he hears a click, and it seems to have clicked into place.
All right, I'll try to pull it though. I mean, if it's a strength-based thing, I might have to defer one of the big guys.
It's very easy. You pull it, and as you pull it, shunk, 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 shunk. Of course, it's making an absolute ton of noise as the portcullis rises in front of you. Dun, dun, dun.
I like it. All right, let's explore.
Does the one above also do that?
You can't see that one. It's though you can see it on the map. That's actually not realistic. So in front of you, in 10 feet in front of the portcullis, is a hallway, and then 10 feet of stairs that go down.
I see.
And then there's another 5-foot area, and then there's 10 more feet of stairs that go down, and then you get to the portcullis. So you're actually descending downward.
Oh, we're going
Can
down.
we take our lever with us?
The lever seems to be stuck in the portcullis.
Oh.
So don't forget the steps themselves are difficult terrain.
Okay.
You're moving forward
I'm
down
going
the
to
stairs.
examine
Traps, Doug.
for
I don't trust
traps
this. This
and
looks
secret
suspicious
doors.
to me.
Secret doors, because if these stairs go down and the other stairs go down, then maybe there's a link here somewhere. So where Dougie is, he's going to be moving up along the wall, searching for secret doors.
Okay. You search for secret doors, and you find no secret doors.
Well, he focuses on the ground, and
see no
he
traps.
looks for traps.
You
Check.
search, and you see no traps either.
All right, you guys want to pop a dark vision? Or not
It's-
you guys, but
Yeah, it's
just me and
completely
Basil.
dark now. Yeah, it's completely dark now.
All right.
I was just going to use light for now.
Well.
Yeah. So you got a light rod or whatever.
I have the light as a cantrip, so I can cast the light.
That's a spell. Okay, good.
Wait, you can't. What is it? What's the distance for that light spell? It's only 20 by 20, right?
Hold on, let me double check that. But I think it's I think it's 20 for like bright, and then 20 more for dim. Correct. Bright light 20 feet, dim light 20 feet.
Okay, Basil's the light on him. Dougie, you are completely
I'm
dependent.
doing dark vision. I don't care.
You are completely dependent on Basil now.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm doing dark vision.
Okay, you say, screw this, as suddenly you realize you're in pitch darkness and you can't see anything, so... Night vision on. Okay, now Dougie can see.
Okay. So.
Alright,
Yeah.
Lomang and Dougie get near the bottom of the second stairwell, and in front of Lomang, he sees another portcullis. Now, everyone put themselves where they want to be. Tell me when you're done,
I'm
and
already
then
there.
we'll start.
I'm done.
I'm going to stay where I am on the stairs.
Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, well, you're 15 feet up, Basil, so you won't be able to see any of this.
But yeah, I'll move down a little bit so I can at least see everybody.
Go, Lomang. Go get him.
No, not yet. Hold on.
I fully expect this portcullis to open without issue or problem.
All right, here we go. Lomang looks at the portcullis. In front of you, behind the portcullis, is a room. A very large room that continues down a hallway to the north. Narrow compartments and niches line the walls from floor to ceiling in the sizable rectangular burial chamber, creating innumerable pockets for urns and other ornate burial containers. To the south, portcullis separates the room from a broad hallway with shallow steps. A rusty iron level protrudes from the southern wall near the portcullis. Corridors exit the chamber to the southeast and the southwest, and seem to rise, loop around, and reconnect in the northeast and northwest, where they form a balustraded walkway 15 feet above the rest of the chamber.
What is a balustrade walkway?
Balustrade is a railing.
So, Lomang, you see a very rusted lever. You also see something in front of you. Moving. Undulating. This is something out of your nightmares.
Oh no.
This looks like
Handout?
death itself.
Ha! Then I must be looking in the mirror.
Fantastic.
It's all too shocking.
Oh, look at that thing. That's cool. What is
Oh,
that?
that's horrific. It's a person in a person. Ew.
It is
You see,
It's like
Full Metal
it's like
Alchemist.
it's a Titan from Attack on Titan, except it's armored, and you can see the person inside of it.
Damn.
you see a 10-foot tall suit of armor that appears to be held together with strange, eldritch horror tentacles and nightmares. Inside, you see a person, a humanoid. Whether they're male or female, you can't tell, but they are trapped, or maybe not trapped, maybe guiding this thing, but they are inside this suit. The suit seems to have sensed you're here, and you can feel from over there, way in the back, where you are, as I saw Lomag stepped back 5 feet because he's scared, the sure terror and horror of this thing is very, very real.
Roll for combat!
Dougie, what do you do?
I'm looking at the wrong thing for initiative. All right, so I'm first. There's the row of bars. Is that down?
Yeah, there's
Oh.
a portcullis between you and this thing.
Well, we're safe then. We don't have anything to worry about.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Is there any mechanism around, like, person level for by the walls of the portcullis that would make me think that we can open it?
You said there was a lever, yes.
Okay.
I think, right?
I said it 3 times. There's a lever next to the portcullis, a rusty lever that looks like it would open it.
I think we should open that lever. What do you think, guys?
I say,
Yes.
go for it. Do it.
This thing is a monstrosity. It must die.
So it's what we came here for.
I think this might be
Well,
slow.
in big
I'm
picture,
gonna-
it seems like a manufactured one, like the cult might have made to protect the lair.
That's
Right.
one move, one action. I hit the lever for a second action.
Oh, wow, that is
And-
not what I expected.
Oh, we're not running anymore. Things have to run from us now.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I hope you all have your new characters. Okay. Oh, I'm
Should we?
serious.
I'd
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I would.
yeah, yeah.
I'll make a gunslinger.
You're all gonna die. Okay. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Dougie walks over. Well, you have to walk right here, right next to the portcullis to open it up.
Well, that was one action. I flipped the lever for a second
Okay,
action.
Second action.
And
Yeah.
third action, I moved back to Lomang.
Okay, you're moving back.
We have formed the line. Hold the line.
Hold the line at all costs.
Basil.
I don't like this thing.
Hey, hold on.
It has a name.
Basil has a good,
Tyrese.
Bo. I think it's bow time, Basil.
Tyrese. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. A weird name.
Well, so far, I can't see it.
Oh, hold the line.
You should delay an action until you see it.
I can see it.
He has only
Barely.
40
Well, I only
feet.
have 40 feet of light, remember? So,
Okay.
Actually,
well.
he should be able to see it if
No,
he
he
has 40
can't.
feet.
No, he can't. He's not even close.
It's close. It's not quite though.
It's at his because it's 20 feet of
Actually,
regular
no.
and then 20 feet of dim, so it's at the edge of dim.
It's at,
So
yeah,
you
it's
can
in the
barely
dim.
See it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but it's-
shootable.
Well,
that's okay. I was going to try to get in to do an expeditious inspection so I can get some information on it. But since
You
I
can do
can't.
that. You could see it to the end. You could see a bit of it, just enough.
Well, since I have Long Strider, I'm going to move. I will continue my move to the point where I can actually get a good look at it.
Okay.
And I'll do an
Uh-oh.
expeditious inspection.
Oh no!
Okay. You see Basil look at it, and you see his feathers go white because he realizes this thing is 2 levels above the clay golem. Sorry, the flesh golem. This is a eldritch horror from the dark tapestry, a construct ooze that will just destroy you in so quick. It has pseudopods with massive reach that can do 30, 40 points of damage per hit. And it will also be able to eat anyone who dies to absorb it and make it part of them. And they can summon creatures from the Dark Tapestry.
What the hell
to
is
aid
it?
them.
What's it called?
A
Tyro.
Cthulhu? I think it's called Cthulhu. Or Shub-Niggurath. I think it's called Shub-Niggurath.
Yeah.
Shub-Niggurath. Yeah.
Tyro Reese.
Yog-Sothoth.
Yeah.
Well, it's guarding. Must be guarding something good. So
That's crazy. Like, this will wipe the floor with us. Why would they put this in this dungeon? Shit. Close the gate! Of course, it'll ooze right through.
No, it's gate. It's made out of. It won't go through the gate. It has. It's made out of. It's a Okay, let me back up. It's a construct. It's a 10-foot tall guardian monster made out of metal, but it seems to be conjoined with eldritch horror ooze.
Oh.
So the armor itself can't get through the gate.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The ooze probably can, so I guess you'll see soon enough what it can do. But you guys are
Someone has to
not
undo-
even close to the pay grade of this thing.
Yeah, someone has to undo Dougie's turn.
I'm going to suggest, as a free action, I'm going to say we might want to back off and close the gate if it's possible. And then I'm going to use my second action to move back. And if we can't avoid the fight, I will draw my bow with my third action.
Lomang is up.
that gate's open now, huh?
Is the gate open or
Yeah,
closed?
the gate's open.
Oh my god.
Where's the lever? In front of Dougie?
Right here, 10 foot in front of Dougie.
Lomang?
One action to close it.
I heard it was talking shit about you. I heard it was talking crap about you.
Oh, they were talking shit about me? How
I think
dare
so. I think it was.
Wow, Gomez wants
I
to
hear it
spoil
mumbling
for a
under
fight.
in its arcane breath, under
He does not
under
care.
its babble.
Did you really tell me that? Because that's going to trigger me.
I don't tell you that.
That's going to bother me. I'm
Actually,
fighting
I do
worse.
tell you that. I do tell you that in joking fashion.
All right. I'm like, oh man, I want to fight this fucking thing. But I will defer. All right. So I'm going to move, pull the lever, close the
Shunk.
gate.
The gate closes.
I can still see it from here, right?
Yeah. You can see
I kind of want to observe what it does. Like, I want
Yeah.
to see what I want to see if it
Sure.
like if it messes with, if it's like going to tear the gate away or if it's going to ooze through. I'm curious.
Yeah. Okay.
It's to study our enemy.
Okay. You see the thing, the monstrosity move. It moves up to the gate itself. It can't seem to get through to the gate, which is rather nice.
Hmm.
And then two of the pseudopods come flying out from its appendages, one at Lomang and one at Dougie.
All right, so the one at me, I'm using like, oh shit, I'm not in green stance.
No, you're not.
Because I could counterattack it even from reach, but I can't.
Yeah, well, guess what? You ain't this time. First one's up against Lomang. Does a 42 hit you?
Oh my
Yes.
goodness. Oh no.
Let's see. You take 64 plus 8. 72 points of damage.
Damn.
Oh, was that yeah, that was a crit. Okay.
That's awesome.
That's
my
one
God.
hit. Now the second hit now goes up against Dougie.
It's a miss.
I didn't roll yet.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, why did it do so much?
It's
damage?
gonna be a miss
Power of
until you
positive
roll.
thinking.
What do you mean? Why does it do so much damage? That's what it does.
Is that a crit?
That was
Yeah,
a crit.
it's a crit.
42 is 10 more than.
Wait,
well, actually,
but
wait a minute.
No, it's not. Doesn't crit me.
Yeah, it does. It rolled. Okay. To hit, it rolled a 42 against your armor class.
Right, my armor class is
26.
26, so it needs to roll a 52.
No, it has to
needs
roll
a-
10 over. What are you
10
talking
over.
about?
I'm thinking it's roll double.
52.
52, no, 36.
That's roll double. That's the
And
double. I
then
know.
for its damage, it rolled 2d10 plus 13. It rolled a 9 and a 10. And then it also does acid
man.
damage too. Now it will go up against Dougie. Let's hit you.
Oh my god,
Oh, it only hit you with a normal attack.
it would have killed you almost.
No.
24 points of damage.
I can take that.
It would have done 84 to you if it critted you.
Gomez, you're up. Lomang's almost dead. What do you do?
I put on Vital Beacon. Remember that?
Well, it's already
I
on.
need it.
Oh, I didn't forget that. Believe me.
All right. Well,
I think we're out of combat.
Yeah, we
No,
just got-
no, you're still in combat. It reached you.
Well, we're gonna be out of combat in a minute.
Yeah, it's just
It reached
I'm
you
gonna
15
back the
feet
hell away.
through
Fall
the
back.
bars.
All right, so I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna go here.
Run,
And,
run away.
well, that's probably out of line of
Damn
sight.
straight.
though.
Yeah, that's out of line of sight.
So Basil, you could probably stay there. You'd be totally safe.
And I don't want to use any resources because we're either fighting a horrible fight
Or we're running away.
or we're
running
going to
away.
do
Yeah,
out
we're
of
gonna
combat
run away
first
and
aid.
handle it.
So
Healing, yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, don't touch him either.
Dougie, you're up.
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here, Scoob!
Dougie, you're up.
Scoob, is that your hand on my shoulder? All
You should
right.
see the Scooby-Doo Supernatural episode that's animated. It's so good.
Really?
Yes. It's a whole episode that's Scooby-Doo. It's animated. Supernatural. It's so good.
I am going. All right, so this is difficult terrain. That's one, and yeah, I get out of here, so I can get there. I'm done.
That's cute. Basil, what do you do?
Oh wait, no, I closed the lever. Lever.
Oh, you're
Oh,
horrible.
no.
That would be.
You were a member of the cult the entire time. That would be great. That would be great. You do a heel turn,
that would
heel
be
face
fun.
turn. Oh my god, that would be wonderful.
I'm moving back past the second portcullis.
Great.
And just kind of
I
hold
know.
fast there.
Good job.
I should have moved that extra one square. I don't know why I did.
Lomang, you're up. You run that far away?
I run this far away. Feats don't fail me now.
Oh wait! People stop their move adjacent to me. I can make a step because I'm a sneaky goblin.
Okay.
Boop! Other side of the wall. Other side of the portcullis.
Cool. The Tyrokeese goes. Seeing you run away, you hear a sound, and it makes a gurgling, horrific noise that is completely not of this earth. And then you hear a very large plop, and you
Oh,
realize
no. It's getting out of its armor.
this fight is not over yet.
All right, closing the lever.
Wait, it's not, it's
Oh,
still
it's
going.
it's still going. Okay,
Oh, it's
all right,
still
all right.
going. That was its first move. It's still got 2 more to go, baby. Come on.
I should have touched you for the healing. God damn it. All right. Live and learn.
Yeah, now it goes, and you realize something is coming.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
In front of you, climbing up
It's
the
a-
stairs,
Ochre jelly.
is an ochre jelly that it seems to have summoned in for you. Gomez, you're up. Fight's not over.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Run.
I don't want to deal with an ochre jelly.
Run back to me so I get some healing.
You know what? I will. I'm
Run
gonna do.
past
I'm gonna
him.
do both. Wait. Let's see. How far away is this? Let me see. Boop, 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 boop. I move at 25. Oh, that's 2 moves. That's not good. That's not too good. I'm gonna
Just
use up
go
my actions
5
that
feet
way.
past him.
All right. I'm just gonna run behind Lomang.
Like right in front of me is 30.
Yeah, but my little stubby goblin legs have moved at 25.
Oh.
So there, I end behind Lomang, and I got 1 action left. I don't use it.
Dougie, you're up.
Does anybody know how ochre jellies like? Can we fight this thing? I forget. There's so many jellies.
It's one of those. It's got all the usual ooze immunities. I believe it's one of the ones where if you hit it, it splits in half with like piercing or slashing. It splits in half, so we mostly need blunt damage.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Well,
know.
when it's your
It
turn.
may, it may have different because it was. Remember, we did kind of do some of this when we were scouting out the one that Pratchett had.
I just can't. Yeah,
I could buy not being able to beat the overpowered monster, but if we can't beat the overpowered monster's summon,
Yeah.
we might need to turn in our adventure badges.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
ready to do that though.
You're ready to retire?
I want to zone.
Maybe it's
I'm
time.
ready
Maybe
to
it's time. Maybe
zone.
it's
I'm
time,
ready
right?
to zone out and just like hit the reset on the dungeon.
Not a bad idea.
Well, you can let Basil go, and they can get get a chance to figure out what it is, or you can.
Yeah,
Why don't you do it?
actually, no. Yeah,
Why don't you do it?
Because I don't have any. My role would be awful. Basil will tell. Basil, I'm moving after Basil.
Well, that's
the answer.
What's the knowledge? Is it
Occultism.
Yeah, I have occultism. I could tell you.
All right, first as a free
I have a
action,
cult.
I will do expeditious inspection.
For ochre
Or wait, no,
jelly?
I already did that on the guy.
So you have to spend one action to do
So,
it. This
all right,
time.
expeditious inspection, or just a normal.
Normal inspection. Spend one action. You look at it, and you're like, ochre jellies. Very different from black puddings.
You go first.
Whenever
right.
they're hit that deals slashing, piercing, or electricity damage, then it splits into two. This one has acid and will grab you. And they dissolve only flesh, no bone or stone or wood or anything else. They're not nearly as bad as the black puddings. Much easier to bite. Same things as usual. Immune to acid, critical, electricity, mental, piercing, precision, slashing, unconscious, visual. Bludgeoning. That's it. That's all that will do it. Nothing
That's
else.
what I got. That's my specialty.
All right,
what you
well, in that case, action 2, get out my sword cane, leaving the sheath on, so that it does bludgeoning damage. And
Okay.
action 3 will be getting out my staff of fire in my other hand.
Dougie. Up.
I forgot to put my damage on. Okay. Action 1, I changed my weapon to a blunt weapon.
Shwing.
And I'm going to step.
Well,
And
it's not a step. That's two. You
well,
moved
you're
10
right,
feet.
right. Okay, I'm going to move 10 feet.
Okay.
And, oh, it's flat-footed. No.
It's no-footed.
No footage.
Yeah. So I'm going to use my rapier attack, even though it's blunt. That's
Yeah,
the
it's the
weapon.
same
Yeah.
attack. It just
Okay.
changes the damage. Same as last time. Boom! 19. Guess what? Super easy to hit as
Hey,
usual.
this
Your
ain't so
mace-
bad.
Your mace does 12 points of damage. Boom! Big pieces go flying off. It's Jello! Lomang.
All right, Lomang. First action.
Wait, I have something new for you. At the very top, there's a little crane stance on button. You can press that, and it will automatically change
Oh, nice.
everything.
All right.
Is that nice?
I like it. Yeah, I like that. Beautiful. All right, so I do that. Crane stance on. Second action, I get my healing, like good healing from Gomez. Heal me.
So my 4 becomes a 3.
So now, what do I get healed? 4d10.
Is it D10? Wait, double check.
Or D10. It's on the spell. You can press it.
There it is.
Did I do? Are you doing it or I'm doing it? I'll do it.
Oh, do I do it?
You might. I don't know.
Do I do it?
Probably Seth, you'd probably do it.
All right. Let me see. Vital beacon.
And as he goes into crane stance,
Chicken. A crane is an elegant bird. A chicken is a flying lunch.
whenever you go into crane stance, we'll always know.
It's a
Okay,
non-flying lunch. Doesn't even fly.
roll
Yeah, exactly,
4d10
non-flying.
to see how much you
Flightless
feel
lunch.
by
bird.
touching your buddy.
I roll it.
Anyone does.
I'll roll it.
4d10.
I don't see the. Oh, there it is.
23.
Okay. I guess.
It's fine. All right,
Wow,
we'll
you're
do
almost
that.
as good as new.
Not even
Oh,
close.
not even close.
And one action left.
All right. So can I touch him again and get more healing?
Yes.
I do it.
think.
I do that.
Okay. Wait. Oh, once per round. Only once per round. You can do it, but next round.
You know what? I'm gonna hang here. I want to get some more healing next round. I can't even get up to it or attack. I can heal. and
Tyro
run and attack.
Keys. You just hear bellowing and weird eldritch sounds coming from that room. Ochre jelly. Well, it's got nothing left to do. It sees a meal right in front of it. Let's go and have some fun. Pseudopod strike. Miss by a lot. Nuggy.
Yeah.
So change my armor class automatic. That's pretty cool.
Pseudopod strike. That will
Oh, no,
hit because you use your reflexive
Yeah.
action the first attack, whether it misses or not. Because you rolled a 26. So, all right, it is 14 bludgeoning, 8 acid. Ooh, it rolled max damage on acid.
God
So
damn.
22 points
No
of
luck.
damage.
No luck. All right.
And then it grabs you. Oh,
I'm
you're
in big
grabbed.
trouble now.
It's gonna start eating you soon. Gomez, you're up.
Let's just tag it with a little fire and see what happens.
It's really far away.
Let's give it. Yeah, well, I'll extend it and give him some produce flame in his face and see what happens.
Just make it 55 feet. Look at that. Holy moly. Well, guess what? You hit. 20 points of fire damage. Ouch. Does not like that. Shoom. It smells like burnt hair in here.
It still looks very green.
Yeah, it's
that green
fully green.
halo
We gotta
did
get
not
out of here.
move.
No, I got this. Don't worry, I'm coming in.
Dude, you're wounded as I am.
Green yellow.
No, don't
It's
worry,
green
don't worry.
yellow.
You worry too much.
You got one more action. What do you do?
Maybe get a scroll ready because I may need some healing. And I'm going anywhere. I'm killing this upper jelly.
Seth, are you doing anything?
I did all. I did my 3
You
actions.
have one more? Oh yeah, because you extended.
Yeah, I could have extended it.
Sorry. Basil, you're up.
All right, roll number 1. Time to devise a stratagem.
Okay, let's see that roll.
Or though it's not going to give me I'm not going to get any.
You don't get any precision, but you
Precision
might get the
damage.
+2. So that's all it does.
Of course, these things are ridiculously easy to hit, so I'm not even sure I should waste the action.
Do I get a bonus when you do that?
No.
Because you might if it weren't immune to flat-footed, but since it has no
that's right.
since it has no feet, it doesn't matter.
Do you know what the reach of that thing is? Was it 15 feet?
Well, this round I'm going to do it because I said I'm going to do it, but for future rounds, I'm probably not even going to bother with wasting stratagem.
Who knows? You might roll a 1. Let's say you roll a 21. That will more than hit it, you think?
All right, well then I'll charge in.
Get in there, Basil.
Hit it. 8 points of damage. Pieces go flying.
Yeah, I guess that's my third action.
Dougie, you are up. You are grabbed by this thing.
Oh, I'm grabbed.
All that means...
What does that mean?
It doesn't really mean anything.
Okay.
I mean, on its turn, it can constrict you and start, like, squeezing you and stuff. Basically, you can't move, but you can still attack and you're flat-footed to it.
It's the freaking blob.
Yeah,
You're,
it's the
you're
blob.
engulfed like the blob.
Yeah, it can. It actually will engulf you, but it's not as bad as getting eaten by like a dragon or something. Like that's way worse because you're inside the stomach. This is kind of bad, but I don't know. It did the black pudding did this to you and you survived. So it's up to you. You can try
All
to
right,
get
well-
out of it, or just beat the
it'll
crap out of
exfoliate
it.
you. It's like a mask. It's
I'm
like
going
it's like
to
an
just
exfoliating
do
mask.
a regular attack.
Yeah, you just beat the crap out of it. Yeah,
that's
8 points of
it.
damage.
8.
Oh, sorry, not 8. Wait, that's the Mongot. That's the wrong damage.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I did hit the wrong thing. Sorry.
Try again. Hey, 13 points of damage.
Of course, I rolled
Everything would be a crit.
natural 20.
Everything
I
would
roll
have been a crit.
natural 20.
Guess
now
what?
I roll a natural
Guess
20.
what? Doesn't matter.
I
Completely
know.
immune.
Yes. Okay, so
13 points of damage. Boom, you hit it.
attack number 2. Oh,
14. You hit it.
It hits. Wow.
13.
Okay, so on my third, I'm going to do a skirmish strike. I'm going to hit it and then step away 5
You
feet.
can't. You're grabbed.
Oh, that's... Oh.
You can't move. You're immobilized.
I will then just attack.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, believe it or not,
I figured out. how
8
to
misses. You always need to roll over a 10. That's the golden number.
Yeah.
I think there might be
All right.
one thing in the game that has a 9 AC. I think there's one thing. Lo Mang, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna get some more healing.
Okay.
So what is it now, Seth? 4d8.
48.
Yeah.
Lo Mang is touching Gomez. Gomez, stop touching me. Oh my god, that is some serious healing. Look at that.
Nice.
26? Holy crap, that's good heal.
That's not bad. This is working out kind of all right.
All right, and now Lomang concentrates, focuses his ki, and a swirl of like a small little tornado appears at his feet as he summons his ki rush, and he becomes a blur as he moves to the ochre jelly and flanks it. Over there.
How far can he move?
It's immune.
I can
to
move
that.
90.
I know, but it's immune to that. But anyhow, cool.
I don't get the +2.
You don't want to do that because you're probably in range of that horrible
I don't
thing.
think I am.
Okay.
I don't think I am. But I also have concealment, so that helps. All right. And then I do flurry.
Isn't that 1 to touch, 1 for key rush?
And one attack. Flurry.
Oh, you're right. Okay, go.
That's it. Okay. Crane wing number 1.
And you hit.
Nice. Crane wing
12
number 2.
points of bludgeoning. And you hit.
Nice.
9 points of bludgeoning.
And that's it.
Okay. Oh, Lomang is a little close.
A little close, but I'm
so
banking
behind you, you can feel the tickles of the eldritch tentacles coming close to you. They're almost touching you. Even through the bars, this thing is just a few feet away from touching you. That is how far its reach is.
That sucks. Yep.
Even though you're 25 feet away from this thing, you're like, oh my god, it could almost reach me. Maybe I'm on the wrong side of the ogre belly.
Crazy.
But it does not reach you.
It doesn't. Good. All right.
So, Mr. Dougie.
Oh no! Don't squish me!
Give me a fortitude save.
Oh no.
As
I never make these.
It's going to constrict you.
21.
You do not make it.
Probably not.
Congratulations, you managed to succeed in not
9.
doing what you said you were going to do.
All right.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning
Oh, that
damage.
I can take.
And 2 points of acid damage as it is beating you to a pulp. As it's eating you.
Bastard ogre jelly.
While it is grabbing you and trying to dissolve you, it will now, you know what? It's going to attack Basil. 16. Oh, it rolls a 1. Critical miss. Completely misses Basil.
Nice.
And then we'll try to attack Lopmang.
Crane flutter.
Really? Try to flutter. Flutters it away
It
and
misses.
then misses too.
And I counterattack it.
Nice.
Counterattack. Really?
God, that's a good.
11
thing.
points of damage.
And it raised my armor class by 2.
I thought it was 3.
2 additional above the crane's.
Got it. Gomez, you're up.
Same thing. Kill it with fire.
Okay. You hit it. 18 points of damage.
Nice.
Basil, you're up. It's not looking too good. There's pieces
I'm going
of
to
jelly
I'm going to
everywhere.
step back.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm just going to move back. I'm not going to step. I'm going to stride, and then I'm going to cast Produce Flame.
All right. Time to start using the cantrips.
Sorry, I'm looking for it on my. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Well, guess what?
Did I actually miss it? Oh
You
man!
rolled a natural 1. Not even you
Alright.
can get past that. You were overconfident. You're like, that's easy. Gomez hit it from 60 feet away. And you hit the ceiling. Dougie, you're inside of it. It is like the worst beanbag you've ever been in. Because this one has acid and is punching you. You go.
It is not eating me. I am bursting out of it.
Okay. You hit 9 points of damage.
Oh yeah, wait, nice. Okay, and attack number 2.
You hit again, 14 points of damage.
And attack number 3. Come on. What is that?
9 points of damage.
Oh,
it is
so
barely
close.
barely holding
That thing
itself
is
together.
red. Oh, that stinks. Do I take damage this turn or
No,
do? Okay.
no, not this. The lower level oozes don't really hurt you as much. It's the higher level ones. Lopmang, this thing is barely being held together. It's quaking, shivering like a big
All right.
bowl of jello.
Finish it.
Okay, here we go.
Fatality.
It dies. It dissolves.
You can tell I just watched Mortal Kombat the other day.
It dissolves into a pool
Nice.
of goo. And what do? You get 2 more actions.
I glance at this nasty thing. I'm going to give it the stink eye. All right, shake my
Okay,
fist.
now what?
Come on after you later. and then I move away.
Then I run away.
You could see tentacles flailing at you, Dougie. It's not even close to you though, but you can see the tentacles. It's trying to reach you through the bars.
Ew.
And I will just get you out of combat. Now, you're out of combat. You're all half dead. But
I mean, it did over 60. It did 68 damage to me in one attack.
It's time to put that lever back.
Yeah, close that portcullis. So extra security.
close.
Yeah, honestly, I'm afraid to close it. Yeah, I'll close it. Actually, no. Basil, you did it. Do it the way you do. I don't want to touch it and open it accidentally.
Yeah, can I reclose the portcullis?
The way you did it.
Yep. You can go up and push it the other way, and down it goes.
So can we do our?
Can we remove the bar again, or is it still locked in?
You might be able to if you try to remove it. It looks like it was kind of jostled out, but I mean, I'm sure you could, if you wanted to spend a little time, pull the bar back out if you wanted to.
Biggest key
Yeah, we need
ever.
to take that with
We
us.
might want to do that just to keep like the
Yeah.
what's
Sure.
the futzes.
Oh yeah. I
Man, that thing kicked our ass. All right, can we do our normal 10-minute rest healing thing?
Yeah, you can do your hand wave rest, but
So
while you're
not 10
sitting there,
minutes.
while you're sitting there
Uh-oh.
doing a rest, Basil was thinking about that creature, and he realizes something. Basil thinks that inside that creature you just fought, the Eldritch Horror, that the person inside the creature, he thinks was wearing a gray cloak uniform.
Oh no!
Ah!
It was eaten and became eldritch. Wow.
Wait a minute.
Or it was turned by or it was captured by the cult, and the cult did that to it.
Oh my god,
It's like
that's
a reverse
just one
version of
thing.
Aliens 2.
Yeah.
They capture them, and instead of the monsters bursting out of them, they put them inside the monster.
Oh my gosh! So that means there could be that. That's not like the god thing. That's just.
Well, part of the
Oh,
lore was that
wow.
you knew that it could absorb people, right? It absorbs things, people.
And that seems to be that what they're doing. It's a monster factory. They have a monster factory going on down here.
I
Yeah.
don't think the cultists went here, to be honest, because they didn't have the lever. That was with the black ooze, like the black pudding.
You're
I don't
right.
think they ever made it
They
down
went
this way.
through
It's too dangerous for them.
Yeah.
even.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. So that is to the.
Well, but then there's that
That's true. I don't
Side
or
of
know.
that little passage to the east that also goes
Yeah,
down.
that's true.
Maybe the cultists or just the gray cloaks got into that room
Secret
from a
door or
different
something like that.
direction.
Yeah. See, as far as we heard from that guy, the cultists went down that crack, not that stairs, but that thin crack to the
Yeah,
to
in the
southwest.
main room.
So if we go here, it's probably somebody's huge something thing that's gonna kick our butt again, potentially. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I don't. I
I'm willing
think
to
I think
explore
it's
it.
more likely, like Seth said, that it's a monster factory, and this is the secret way into there that you can like throw someone into that room and close the door behind it and mess with it, or it just leads to a whole other area.
Or that upper level that overlooks has an exit that goes elsewhere.
Yeah, this is the obvious way in. I mean, like on this map, really, I think this is the obvious way in. So they put the big dog guarding that obvious
Yeah.
way in, but there's secret side way in that where we have to go.
Is that where Dougie is now, or is that well?
Well, there's a little passage. There's a little passage over to the west that we found early on, and we've just ignored this entire time.
Yeah, down there.
It's on the map too. That the guy
Yeah.
gave
The
it.
passage to the west
Wait.
is where the guy said the swarms were. He said there were spider swarms.
Is that where the swarms
Spiders.
were?
Yeah,
Spiders.
spider
Spider
swarms over
swarms.
here. Where you see my marker?
Oh, wait, let me look at where's that map?
Like
Let's
it's
look at that
not
map.
on. This is not part
It's
of the
not
map
on the
that we
map.
have. This is still the upper level.
Yeah, he only has the upper level stuff.
Oh, there's lower level.
Wait
too.
a second.
It's one big map.
Yeah, wasn't that first map?
There's two maps and handouts. The top map is you go to
I
that
refer us
crack.
to I would refer
and then you go
it
in
says
that
crack
hallway.
to entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Down at the bottom of that first map.
Yeah,
Look at
that crack is that. It's in the 6-sided room. That's where that crack is.
Yeah.
That crack is in the 6-sided
Yes.
room. Which room is that? Hold on.
See, I'm pinging the map. Yeah.
That's
Now
how
I have
you
to
get
back
in
to
there
the map so
that
you can see
way.
the ping. Hold on.
Yeah.
Over here
That
is where
takes you down to the
yeah.
sewers, and
then there is
You go
this stair
straight from
over
the
here,
path
which we
in
have
the
no
sewers.
clue.
Yeah. So yeah. That's exactly right. So why don't we
Which
go there?
one? The stair or the crack?
The 6-sided room, that
All
crack.
right, so
crack
that
to
means we're
entrance.
done
Why
with
don't we
the
do
upper
that?
level, and we're just going for the cult.
yeah. Let's go for the
All right,
Right.
I'm curious.
I think for now that's
All right,
probably
I'm
the call.
curious.
Or why not? Why
I'm curious
not?
what that little passageway over here that does.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I think that might be not to the cultists, but to some big bads.
Oh, okay. That's right. I forgot. We're Greyhawking. I forgot we're Greyhawking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure, let's do that.
This way, I'm curious because I want to see if there's a secret door. I mean, I really want to know what this thing is to this area to the north is that has this. It's
All right. Well, that'll be the cliffhanger, I guess. For
Yeah,
next
that
time.
sounds good.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.